Alrighty, Ramsey show ending. After show beginning. Let's see, where did I put the chat? There it is. What up, Sid, on the road? Hopefully you're not texting and driving, ma'am. As usual, waiting just a few minutes for people to get into the chat, if they will. Email about anything. John, I blocked him from, I blocked him before I said that the after show was happening on my channel. So if he does, we know it's a previous person. It's a, I mean, gotta be a troll. Gotta be. If it's not a troll, some guy in the chat, Hobbs, some Dracula, Ramsey, coach.com/coach. That's right, Zodiac Vampire. Yeah. Yeah, did I say Dracula? Yeah, it wasn't Dracula. Nope, that's wrong. Whoops. Whoops. Wrong. Correct. Donation. Link. PayPal.me/coach Steve Money. Alright. Oh, I forgot to turn off the fan. Be right back. Alright, let's see if I'm centered here, and we'll get started. Close enough. Alright, you guys, ready to sing? Let's put the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step three is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. Messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. If you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. Yes, you. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by the Queen of Sheba, Tina Scher. And here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred financial coach. You can schedule a free consultation assessment at ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money, and that link is right in the top of the chat. You can email me if you have a question about financial coaching or anything on my YouTube channel, such as Oak Island or computer stuff, like any technology stuff, video gaming, etc., etc. Be more than happy to talk to you about it. You can reach me on Instagram and Twitter, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty, let's check out the chat. Giving a little breakdown on a troll in the Ramsey chat. Thanks for the IO OBS. Let's see what we have. Oh, the Ramsey show today, it was Dave Ramsey on a rare solo show today. Meaning he was there by himself. It wasn't all single, like all single calls. That kind of thing. He was just there solo. No co-host. And he, of course, is the author of this book, The Total Money Makeover. And that book can change your life. It changed mine. And it is $10 in the Christmas sale or the holiday sale. Actually, I think it's the Cyber Monday sale going on all week now. Cyber Week sale. He's also the author of the brand new book, Baby Steps Millionaires, which comes out in January. It is $20, and you get a bunch of extras with that, including a free live stream ticket to see the book launch event that they will have also in January. The Gold Planner's More Money, the Ken's new book, From Paycheck to Purpose, is also $20. Christy Wright's new book is also $20. Take back your time. But all the rest of them, except the, I think this is Christy's devotional. All the rest of them are $10. Destroy your student loan debt. Definitely debt-free degree. Also $20. Smart Money, Smart Kids. Prox Prints. Yep, $10. Seems to be a thing here. Legacy Journey. Alrighty. Maddie Bags has a question. So I have the sub account in our joint account. Would it be wise to keep $20 as a buffer? Why do you have a sub account in your joint account? I would put all your money elsewhere. Just let her have the joint account. Unless she's also getting a separate account, which that's probably too many accounts. But, you know, I don't know. And you're talking about, would it be wise to keep $20 as a buffer? If she has access to it, it's going to be, you know, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with it. That's, you know, that's all I can tell you. What I would do if I were you, I would check. If you didn't see earlier, I advise you to check November's spending as well, and see if a similar amount was spent for food and eating out. Because you know, I mean, like, especially like for groceries, I mean, it's possible you could go over 1 month and then you wouldn't have to spend nearly as much the next month. That's possible. But if the, you know, the eating out and the grocery money is going to continue to be that much, you're not going to get ahead. She's going to have to drain the savings account, and then after that she'll be looking at you for the rest of it. So if she, you know, if she keeps spending that at the grocery store and eating out, and that's the best case scenario in which there's no other money leaving. Alrighty. Market report, and we are back down again today. We are worried about the what's that? The Omicron variant again today. I guess we were worried about that on Friday and not yesterday, but today we are. I guess we'll see if anything pops up to explain it otherwise. As you can see, let's see, the small cap is the most down again, but only by slightly. They're all pretty much in the same range. If we look at the most followed on Google, everything down and down decently, except for Tesla up a little bit, a little over 0.5%, between 0.5 and 0.75%. But Apple up 3.16% while all the rest of them are down. And so I found this, why Apple stock hit the mark today. And let's see. Shares of Apple stock closed up 2.2% on Monday following a holiday weekend that featured new commentary on the company and its products from Bloomberg. And its products, I guess the commentary was from Bloomberg. Commentary on the company and its products. Let's see. So what? Last week, if you recall, Apple shares got a boost from reports the company's planning to build an electric car with autonomous driving capability and also has augmented reality headset in the works. One that will be powerful enough to work as a standalone device, no smartphone required. Over the weekend, Bloomberg expanded on these reports, adding that Apple's also working to develop augmented reality glasses, an example of something different from the headset, and predicted that consumers might get their first look at the AR headset as early as June 2022 if the company decides to unveil it at Apple's planned Worldwide Developers Conference next June. Let's see. Investors obviously cannot expect to see a revenue boost until they come out. That being said, if Bloomberg is correct about Apple unveiling its headset in June, then this would move up the timeline for investors starting to get excited about the product and bidding the stock up, perhaps as much as 6 full months. Based on today's trading, it seems that some investors aren't even willing to wait that long to begin buying. So yeah, They got all excited about that. Is why they were up big. Yeah. Oh, taper 10. Yeah. Because they said they're gonna accelerate which I think. Do I have that? No, I saw that article. I guess I didn't click on it. I saw that article. I don't know how tapering quicker makes it better when everybody's worried about a new variant. So I don't know how that works out. So if you know how that works, if you know what the explanation behind that, if one was given, sometimes the Fed just says we're going to go ahead and hurry up and do that. So we'll see if John knows why. Let's see. Let's go back to here. We're done with the Google's most followed single stocks. See how the rest of the planet's doing, huh? Yeah, all down. This one just a little bit up, 0.033%, which is better than being down 0.0001%, definitely. That's Asia. Currencies, the euro up on the US dollar, the Japanese yen up on the US dollar. The US dollar is up on the British pound. Now, why would you do that? The US dollar is up on the Canadian dollar, eh? It's about time. And the US dollar is up against the Australian dollar, mate. And our fun pals over at Crypto looks a little mixed. And of course, that never stops trading. I don't believe it ever stops. It's definitely still going at 6:20 p.m. Eastern time. And that's really the only time I check it. I should probably check it another time. That way I'll know if it ever stops trading, as it were. Let's see. Did we have? Don't think there's anything else here other than the ones I've already got. That one. Congress yet again trying to stop bots from buying up all the GPUs. All right, that one wasn't on there earlier. This from PCGamer.com. Congress yet again trying to stop bots from buying up all the GPUs. The Stopping Grinch Bots Act doesn't present a clear plan to stop scalpers. But if we pass an act called Stopping Grinch Bots Act, then people will think we're doing something, even if it doesn't provide a clear plan to do so. Let's see. Automated bots that buy up online goods like graphic cards and game consoles are the target of a new bill introduced by a group of Democratic lawmakers in the U.S. this week. The act aims to rid online retailers of bots that snatch up in-demand items as soon as new stock is available, preventing regular shoppers from buying popular items and supplying scalpers with hard-to-find products that sell at absurdly high prices. Right. Which is why you have like a PS5, PlayStation 5 selling for, $1,200 or more even. Let's see the bill. They call them Grinch bots just in time for Christmas because they buy up whole inventories of popular holiday toys and resell them to parents at high prices. So let's see. Since 2020, the chips inside graphic cards, CPUs, and other similar electronics have suffered manufacturing delays alongside increased demand due to the coronavirus pandemic. It's common to see 30 series Nvidia graphics cards price go up 3 times their suggested retail prices on eBay and third-party sellers on sites like the Amazon and the Newegg. Bill would make it illegal under the Federal Trade Commission Act. Right, but again, it's unclear how the law would be enforced. Also unclear is exactly what forms of automated access control circumvention will be deemed illegal. In the wake of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S scarcity, Users have made use of browser extensions and websites that periodically check for the amount of stock available. Technically, these are automated systems that give people an advantage over regular shoppers, but whether or not they are classified as a bot and therefore in violation of this potential law is vague. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Third time that the act has been introduced. This year is backed by 3 nonprofit consumer advocacy groups. All right. Yet to move forward in Congress, but amid massive global supply chain issues, its chances of getting approved could be higher. Yeah. I mean, there's no real need unless it can do anything about it. Said the CDC sucks. They have their fingers on the age limit to get a shingles vaccine. All right. Did you try typing that without the A first, Obs? That way you can tell if that's a YouTube blocked word or a me blocked word. I guess Maddie Baggs had to think. John says the Omicron variant is BS. All right. So yeah, if I remember, which I didn't remember to look up what I was supposed to look up after the show yesterday, but if I remember, I'll look up to see how the Fed tapering off the buying of bonds is supposed to be a good idea in light of everybody worried about the new variant. Alrighty, this from TheVerge.com. Yep, I can see vaccine, so there must be a, yep. Must be a mod issue over there. Actually, probably a great idea that he did that. Google engineers claim they were fired for following its Don't Be Evil policy. The employees accused Google of firing them for calling the company out on its evil doings. Oh, I see. It has a Don't Be Evil policy, but when you call the company out on its evil doings, then you get fired for it, for not being evil. What they mean is don't be evil. Don't say anything bad about us, no matter what we're doing. But do that, I suppose. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. Let's see. Claim that Google has a contractual obligation to abide by its well-known "Don't Be Evil" policy, and they are suing the company for allegedly terminating them for calling out Google's evil doings via NPR. They actually may not. Contractual obligation to abide by its well-known "Don't Be Evil" policy. The "Don't Be Evil" policy could just be for the employees and not the owner. It's possible. Let's see. Four employees fired for allegedly violating the company's data security policies. However, they claim they didn't leak any confidential information. What did they say? What did they leak then? They didn't say they didn't leak anything. They said they didn't leak any confidential information. Also, probably their policy is you can't leak anything, whether it's confidential information or not. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it doesn't say. I don't think. Oh, here we go. When the employees questioned and petitioned against Google's controversial cloud computing contract with the Trump administration's Customs and Border Patrol in 2019, they believed that they were in accordance with their contracts. I see. Okay, so that's why. Alrighty, fair enough. Fair enough. Again, it says, it depends on what the policy says. and so forth. And Google probably has better lawyers than those guys. Maybe. We'll see. Alrighty, this from the Motley Fuel. Nvidia steamrolls AMD as it aggressively pursues this massive market. We talked about Nvidia and AMD before, and that's, of course, more chip makers that we were just talking about earlier. The key points: Nvidia increased its graphics card market share in the third quarter of 2021. Its focus on getting more cards in the hands of gamers and increasing supply is paying off. Yep, if they can do it. It doesn't seem like more cards are available than there have been for a long time, though. But then again, maybe all the bots are finding them and buying them first. Could be. But I haven't really been looking for any, like, for myself or for clients even, so, in a long time. So it's possible they could be more plentiful than they had been previously. And of course, if you didn't know, the graphics cards are also what the Bitcoin miners, the crypto miners, the graphics card, the graphics chip is what is used to process those transactions. Looks like AMD could eat into Nvidia's dominant graphics processing unit market share thanks to aggressive pricing and better availability of its graphics cards. All right. Yeah, AMD has pretty much always been cheaper for like the same level of CPU, and since they bought oh gosh, I can't ATI, since they bought ATI video card manufacturing, since they bought them, they've been lower and generally lower in price as well. Nvidia exerted its authority in the discrete GPU graphics processing unit market once again in third quarter 2021, leaving AMD far behind in second place. Let's look at the state of graphics card market in the previous quarter and see why Nvidia's tight grip over it is great news for the stock. Nvidia controlled 83% of the discrete graphics card market in the third quarter, with AMD holding the rest. So, yeah, that's quite a lead there, and that might be similar to the number of Windows computers and the number of Apple computers in the world as well, like 83 to 17%. Could be something like that. It could be lower than 83, but I know at one time it was definitely around there. Let's see. Nvidia had introduced light hash rate GPUs in May this year to get graphics card in the hands of gamers instead of cryptocurrency miners. Looks like the strategy is paying off, as these light hash rate graphics cards aren't suitable for mining cryptocurrency. Okay, well, that was a good idea then. If they'll run the games but not mine the crypto, that's a great idea. All right. Such, Nvidia could continue to dominate the graphics card market thanks to its effort to enhance supply. All right, trend is likely to continue as Nvidia is in a solid position to take advantage of fast-growing graphics card market, which could help it remain a top growth stock in the long run, even after this year's eye-popping gains of over 140%. Alrighty. Okay, this one is from CNBC. That's got nothing to do with money. Social Security retirement claims haven't surged amid COVID-19. Here's why. And I have not read this, so I have no clue. But I saw that and I was thinking, maybe people would, maybe especially older people would like give up on their jobs and then have to take Social Security out sooner than they had been planning to. So you would think it would have surged. So that seems like it's logical to me. But let's find out why it hasn't. Key points: Mini Lori Kanish, again from CNBC. Many workers ages 55 and up were prompted to take time out of the workforce amid COVID-19. However, making up words. However, data shows those people do not necessarily plan to retire altogether. Those most likely to retire are workers age 70 and up. And they likely already claimed Social Security retirement benefits before the onset of the pandemic. All right. Yeah, because you can start taking it at 62, I think. One of the most immediate effects on the at the onset of the COVID-19 outbreak early last year was an upheaval in the workforce. Now, almost 2 years later, data suggests only one cohort of older workers accelerated their retirement plans, those ages 70 and up. Consequently, there has likely been only a small increase in the claiming of Social Security retirement benefits prompted by the pandemic, according to research from the Center for Retirement Research at Boston College. All right. Check my notifications. I keep it real. But older workers' exits did not necessarily point to retirement. Data shows the average retirement rate before the pandemic was 12.2% compared to 13.3% post. So that's 1% point difference. Is statistically significant, but qualitatively small, according to the center's report. However, one group, workers aged 70 and older, were 5.9 percentage points likely to leave their positions and retire during the pandemic. Okay, so that's basically it. I figured that even, people younger than that, starting at like age 60 or whatever or like as soon as they could take them at 62. But yeah, Social Security benefits are structured so that the longer beneficiaries wait to claim retirement benefits, the bigger their monthly retirement checks will be, but that stops at age 70. So you take it out at age 70, and that's going to be the biggest that you can get those monthly retirement checks, which is, if at all possible, that's what you should do. Consequently, most of the older workers who decided to retire likely had already claimed their retirement benefits before the pandemic, research concludes. Just how these retirement plans continue to take shape will depend on how conditions play out over time, according to the research. Some older workers may be waiting for COVID-19 issues and restrictions to ease before getting back into the workforce. Others may not intend to return to work, but still could be putting off claiming Social Security due to other income from stimulus payments and unemployment insurance. True. All right. And lastly, we have from Gizmodo. Lots of tech stuff today. HP printer flaw puts 150 models at risk. And saw this patch right now. HP patch 2 security vulnerabilities that could be used to steal information and spread to other devices. If you have HP printers, you might want to tell whoever handles the technical stuff at your place of business about it to make sure they know about it. HP printer owners should download the latest firmware to protect their devices from critical security flaws. That's basically the software that is that runs the hardware. Not really a driver, it's the software that's basically inside a device. Researchers at F-Secure recently revealed serious vulnerabilities affecting approximately 150 HP printer models, including HP Color LaserJet Enterprise. HP LaserJet Enterprise HP PageWide, HP OfficeJet Enterprise Color, and HP ScanJet Enterprise 8500 FN Document Capture Workstation Series. And all of these are like the big kinds like that are right here. That would be in your bigger offices. The printing shells with a Z. The flaw consists of two separate vulnerabilities that give attackers a way to steal your personal information. And that's bad. The flaw exists in the printer's communication board and front parser. When exploited, an attacker can gain code execution rights to nab information from the printer or use the machine as a source for further attacks. Interesting. So you use the printer and then you can attack machines from that. Workstations, computers. The more dangerous of the vulnerabilities is a buffer overflow issue that's wormable, meaning it can dig its way into other vulnerable multifunction printers. Moreover, the flaw can be executed remotely by luring a victim to a malicious website and delivering an exploit payload from the browser to the printer, a technique called cross-site printing. And that's why you don't want to click on any email you get unless you are 1,000, not just 100, but 1,000% sure that you know where it came from. Let's see. Before you go Office Space on your HP, the Office Space is a great movie, and the reference they're making there is when they take a bat to printers. There is some reassuring news. A few months after F-Secure disclosed these flaws to HP in April, the tech company released patches to mitigate the risk. HP is now urging customers to go to the HP software and driver downloads page and search for their specific printer model to install the patch. So far as there's no evidence of an exploitation of the vulnerabilities being carried out in the wild. Excellent. Okay, it's also worth noting the second issue is caused by exposed ports, meaning physical access is required to carry out an attack. This can be done by using a USB stick or by connecting to the printer's Ethernet port. F-Secure recommends keeping the option to print from a USB disabled. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because, you know, I mean, somebody that works there has to, you know, or somebody that gets in there, and not necessarily works there, but somebody that gets right next to it could put a USB drive into that printer, and there you go. We typically associate malware with laptops, desktops, and banking services, but printers are a frequent target for hackers. In 2017, researchers discovered a group of vulnerabilities in at least 20 network printer models made by well-known brands, HP being one of them. And earlier this year, Microsoft released an emergency patch for a critical bug called Print Nightmare that gave attackers access to install malicious code. Let this be a reminder to always keep your gadgets up to date, because even the seemingly innocuous tech you have scattered around your house can play host to a cyber attack. Alrighty. So let's reload just in case we got one more subscriber we can sell. No, that's great. It was just like what, last week or something like that, where I just got to 100. So it's going great, and it's you know, although I like everything else that I do on the YouTube channel, but the Curse of Oak Island is the impetus here, as you can see. That one is just a long video that I live stream with the pre-show show and the 2-hour Curse of Oak Island premiere for this current season, and basically I just typed in what was happening and tried to look for images online that would show basically what they were talking about at that time. I tried to do that. A couple people showed up in there, but not that many. Hope those 108 views that came later, I hope they're not too disappointing. But then I decided to do recaps, and the first one I did was the episode 2 recap. And that immediately started getting bunches and bunches of views. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to go back and do episode 1 as well. And so that's up close to 2,000 views as well. And number 3 only has 2.5, but the episode 4 one, which came out last Tuesday night, episode 5 is tonight. And so that recap will be out sometime tomorrow, probably later tomorrow evening, because I do have billing to do, because it will be the December 1st of the month. As far as other upcoming streams, and that's a pre-recorded video, that's not a live stream. Maybe for the last show, or if they have a special, like a 2-hour maybe episode for like a half season finale, something like that. If they do something like that, maybe I'll do it live, or by the time they do the season finale, maybe I'll do that one live. Let's see, Dave Ramsey Show Aftershow show, and that comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern Time every weekday, Monday through Friday, even if the Ramsey Show is a repeat, a replay, as they say, which was the case on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. I was still live afterwards. A couple people came by on both those days. And it's got more views after that from my dear supportive friends. I appreciate them so much. And possibly some people I don't know, which I appreciate you as well. Let's see. So again, that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Video gaming streams that I do. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, I do Old Man Video Gaming. And currently I am playing a game called Dark, and that will be the one for tomorrow. A game called Lost in Random. And I might be done with Old Man Video Gaming as far as streaming. I played a little bit the other day and had fun with it, but did not stream it. I may go back and stream sometime. But for now, it'll just be alternating between these two until one of them is finished, and then I'll add another one. But at any time, Bella can let me know, hey, I'm available to stream father-daughter video gaming. And we are playing a game called Trine Enchanted Edition right now. It's from 2014, I think, but she's never played it, and so it's pretty fun. And we do that. Before we did our first game that we did was it took 13 streams, and it was what is it? It Takes Two is the name of it. And maybe there'll be some. No, it's been too long since we finished. But all 13 streams are in the video gaming playlist, and I think I also have a. Let's see if I have a father-daughter video gaming playlist. Yes, I do. So it would be in there as well, in addition to the video gaming playlist. All right, and what else? There's one more thing that I'm doing now. Oh, I'm doing on alternating Mondays, except I didn't do it last night because I had to watch the Washington football team beat the Seattle Seahawks and secure the last playoff spot. If the season, even though they have a losing record, if the season ended today, they own the tiebreakers over all the NFC teams, and so they would be in there. So still a long way to go in the season. But anyway, so I watched that last night instead of streaming. So I'm going to do that tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I did tech support with Coach D Money last week. And so this week, in like a little over an hour, I'll be doing Ramsey Coach support. And both of these, I go to the affiliated Reddit page, subreddit, r/tech support or r/Dave Ramsey. The Dave Ramsey one not run by Ramsey Solutions. It is run by fans. And there's some negative, you know, they allow people to say whatever they want to as long as they're not malicious and keeping it civil and such. But tonight is a Ramsey coach support, and so I just comment on whatever is on those pages. Like, I'll give you an example right now. Why don't we do that? We've got a couple minutes before 7 o'clock. Let's see, reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. All right, and what I do is sort by new. And so I won't talk about this first one. Let's see. What caused Obamacare to raise premiums so much? We'll see what the comments say, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's, student loans, government-backed student loans, that caused college tuition to go up so much. So probably the same thing, because when you have, seemingly unlimited government money paying for something, for the rest of us that aren't getting it for free, we got to pay. So, and that's what I do. And then occasionally I look to see if other people agree with me or if there's something I forgot. Social programs always increase in price, right? When you remove the free market, the end result is higher cost by definition. One factor, I believe, was making insurance companies cover pre-existing conditions. Yeah. When they made them cover pre-existing conditions, that's right. The insurance companies have to add that in. Let's see. Still the laws? I'm pretty sure. Yes. I think they have to. Still, that's a good question. I will not swear to that, because maybe they had to cover pre-existing conditions right when the law was passed, and whoever, got insurance through the marketplace, was able to get pre-existing conditions covered, but there could have been a time limit on it in the law. It depends on what the law says. I didn't read it, and neither did most of the people that voted for it. Well, let's do one more. Help, can't figure out what to do. Hi, everyone. I'm baby step 2 and close to moving on. Finally, I should be paid off by April 22nd, then have a fully funded emergency fund by October. My question is what to do after that. Well, without reading further, that would be baby steps 4, 5, and 6. Investing, save for kid college, and pay off the house. So let's see. Let's see if there's anything that changes that, but it never does. I'm 41 years old and have 4 children. Make about $250 to $275K a year. That's not bad. I didn't get out of school and training until 5 years ago. $390K in debt, all student loans. Oh. But you'll be able to be paid off with the student loans by April 22. I'm assuming that's what that means. I thought I'd still be paying my student loans. Yes, so I thought I would still be paying it. So I cheated a little and started at $529 for 30. Yep, that's cheating. That should pay off the debt before starting a $529, which is that baby step 2 is paying off the student loans. Baby step 5 is the $529. So I'm planning ahead to baby step 4 when I'll calculate how much I need to put away for my kids' college. That would be step 5, but you do that all at the same time. Contribute 15% gross to retirement. Don't have a lot of wiggle room. I was hoping I'd be able to contribute more towards retirement to catch up and start chipping away at the mortgage. I owe about $360K on the house. Currently 30-year term at 4.1. Change that to a 15, but if you change that to a 15, since you don't have a lot of wiggle room now, you're gonna have it sounds like with these numbers, it seems like he has a huge house. Owe $360K on the house, so probably that's a $400,000 house. So probably too much house. And probably I was going to say you could refinance it to a 15 and that would make you pay more on it. And then you could get that interest rate down to, I think, like 275, and that might be worth it. Oh, could refinance even now with essentially zero closing costs to a 20-year term at 2.6. Yeah, which wouldn't change the monthly payment, or 15, which would increase monthly payment by about $400 a month. Can't figure out what to do. One hand, I've been looking, but being behind on retirement and kids' college saving, I feel like I need to commit to a 15-year term to get the low rate while it's available and crunch to make it work. Yeah, and it sounds like that's going to be cutting stuff. So I also don't think I'd enjoy loosening the budget and going on vacation. No, I'm just handing future money to the bank. Yep. So yeah, that's exactly right. So exactly what I said. You just follow the baby steps. And you can refinance that and see if there's anything in the budget you can cut. I mean, we're in the worst case scenario, obviously you move, but if you can cut out some extravagance and stay in your nice expensive house, do that. All right, and so that's how that works. That's how I just give my opinion. And then, like on this one, I know that's the right answer for sure, 100%. So I don't need to see what these other two people thought about it. Alrighty, and that is it. So, and I alternate Ramsey Coach support and tech support, and that is mostly computer problems that people are having, and they ask how to fix them. And so I answer that, and that will be next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But tonight is going to be the Ramsey Coach support at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Alrighty, so we will get out of here. The sign off takes longer than the whole show, right? Anyway, again, I'm Coach Steve Money. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way it'll let you know when I'm going live or if I have a new pre-recorded video up. And make smart financial decisions every day. Thank you, guys. See you in about an hour.